Good morning, everyone. This is B. Ramarao from Government Polytechnic College, Station Ganpur. Today, our topic acid rain causes, effect, and control methods. This topic belongs to first year diploma student, second semester, common syllabus, engineering chemistry, subject code SE204. Topic acid rain causes, effects, and control methods. Already we discussed general effects of acid rains in the last class. Those are greenhouse effect and ozone layer depletion. Now we discuss about acid rain causes, effect, and control methods. Objectives about this topic. Objectives. On the completion of this period, you will be able to know what is acid rain, causes, effect of acid rain, control methods of acid rain. Objectives. On the completion of this period, you would be able to know what is acid rain, causes, effect of acid rain, control methods of acid rain. Objectives. What is acid rain, causes, effect of acid rain, control methods of acid rain. Definition of acid rain. Precipitation that has a pH of less than that of natural rainwater, which is about 5.6 due to dissolved carbon dioxide. It is formed when sulfur dioxides and nitrogen oxides as gases are fine particles in the atmosphere combine with water vapor and precipitate as sulfuric acid or nitric acid in rain, snow, or fog. Acid rain is an environmental problem that known has no boundaries. It literally means the presence of excessive acids in rainwater. Acid rain is in fact a mixture of mainly H2SO4 and HNO3, where the ratio of two may vary depending upon the relative quantities of oxides of sulfur and nitrogen entering into the atmosphere. Acid rain is an environmental problem that known to boundaries. It literally means the presence of excessive acids in rainwater. Acid rain is, in fact, a mixture of mainly H2SO4 and HNO3, where the ratio of two may vary depending upon the relative quantities of oxides of sulfur and nitrogen entering into the atmosphere. Entering into the atmosphere. The precipitation that has a pH of less than that of natural rainwater, which is about 5.6 due to dissolved carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide dissolve in atmosphere when it is enter into water molecule, then form H2O plus CO2 gives H2CO3, carbonic acid. It is formed when sulfur dioxide SO2 when react with rainwater H2O plus SO2 gives H2SO3 sulfurous acid. Nitrogen oxides nitrogen oxides like N2O3 plus H2O gives HNO2, 2HNO2. As gases are fine particles in their atmosphere, combine with water vapor and precipitate as sulfuric acids or nitric acids in rain, snow, or fog. Acid rain refer to the deposition of acidic components in either wet or dry form. Acid rain is basically rain that has a higher than normal acid level, low pH. Natural acid rain can be caused by volcanic emissions and biological process. So, acid rain refer to the deposition. So here acid rain is refer to deposition of acid compounds in either wet or dry form. Acid rain is basically rain that has a higher than normal acid level, low pH. Natural acid can be caused by volcanic emissions and biological process. So, every source of energy that we use, whether it is coal, fuel, wood, or petroleum products as sulfur and nitrogen. Every energy sources that has like coal, fuels, wood, or petroleum products as sulfur and nitrogen. When the source of energy, when the source of energy is burned in air or oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen present in them are converted into their respective oxides SO2 and NO2 or NO3 or N2O5, which are highly soluble in water. By man-made and natural sources, oxides of sulfur and nitrogen enter the atmosphere. The photochemical reaction in the atmospheres are as shown below. Types of acid rains. These are two types of acid rain. One is wet deposition. Second one is dry deposition. two types of acid rains. One is wet deposition, another one is dry deposition. Wet deposition. Wet deposition refers to acid rain, fog, and snow. Snow and fog, wet deposition of acid rain. As this acidic water flows over and through the ground, it affects a variety of plants and animals. It affects a variety of plants and animals. Dry deposition. Dry deposition refers to acidic gases and particles about half of the acidity in the atmosphere falls back to earth through dry deposition. Wet deposition, dry deposition. What is wet? Wet deposition refers to acid rain, fog, and snow. As this acidic water flows over and through the ground, it affects a variety of plants and animals. Dry deposition. Dry deposition refers to acidic gases and particles. About half of the acidity in the atmosphere falls back to earth through dry deposition. Wet deposition. When the wind blows the acidic chemicals in the air to the areas where the weather is wet, the acids falls to the ground in the form of rain, sleet, fog, snow, or mist. Dry deposition. If the wind blows the acidic chemicals in the air to the areas where the weather is dry, the acidic pollutants slip into dust or smoke and fall to the ground as dry particles. These are two types of acid rains. One is wet deposition, dry deposition. When the wind blows the acidic chemicals in the air to the areas where the weather is wet, the acids falls to the ground in the form of rain, sleet, fog, snow, or mist. Dry deposition. If the wind blows the acidic chemicals in the air to the areas where the weather is dry, the acidic pollutants slip into dust or smoke and fall to the ground as dry particles. Wet deposition and dry deposition. Causes of acid rain. Natural causes: volcanic emissions, decaying vegetation, wildfires, biological process. Biological process. What is acid rain? The rainwater with pH value less than 5.6 is called acid rain. The rainwater with pH value less than 5.6 is called acid rain. The presence of small amount of acids in rainwater is called acid rain. The presence of small amount of acids in rainwater is called acid rain. What are the causes? Those are natural causes, volcanic emissions, decaying vegetation, wildfires, biological process. These are natural causes. Volcanic emissions, it releases oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, oxides of carbon when it is emissions into the environment. Decaying vegetation, it produces some gases like oxides of carbons. Wildfires, it is also releases oxides of sulfur, carbon and nitrogen. Biological process, it is also produce oxides of sulfur, carbons. Those are natural causes of acid rains. Man-made sources. First one is human activities. Second one, automobiles and industries. Third one, electric power generation by burning coal. These are man-made sources of acid rain. Human activities. Human activities. Human produces some chemicals by using fuels. Automobiles burning of fuels, it releases some gases of carbons, oxides, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides. Factories, it produces large amount of smoke from the industries. It produces different types of gases of CO2, SO2, NO3. These all are produced from factories. Electric power generated by burning of coal. Coal burning, it produces carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. These are man-made causes. First one is human activities, automobiles and industries, electric power generation by burning coal. Natural causes, volcanic emissions, decaying vegetation, wildfires, biological process. These four are natural causes of acid rains. Man-made causes, human activities, automobiles and industries, electric power generation by burning coal, causes of acid rain. The principal causes of acid rain is from human sources. Those are industrial factories, power generation plants, and vehicles, sulfur dioxides, and oxides of nitrogen, are released during the fuel burning process. The principal causes of acid rain is from human sources like industrial, factories, power generating plants, and vehicles. These compounds produces sulfur dioxides and oxides of nitrogen are released during the fuel burning process. So, the industrial, smoke, power generation by using coal, and vehicle produces carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. These compounds produce sulfur dioxides and oxides of nitrogen are released during the fuel burning process. Formation of acid rain. When water vapor condenses or as the rain falls, they dissolve in the water to form sulfuric acid and nitric acids. While the air cleaned off the pollutants in this way, it also causes precipitation to become acidic, forming acid rain. When the water vapor condenses or as the rain falls, they dissolve in the water to form sulfuric acids and nitric acids. While the air cleaned off the pollutants in this way, it also causes precipitation to become acidic, forming acid rain. Acid rain formed by due to the presence of oxides of sulfur and nitrogen released by combustion of fossil fuels, emissions from industries, power stations, and automobiles. These oxides react with water to form acids like H2SO3, H2SO4, HNO2, HNO3 and comes down with rainwater as acid rain. See the reaction SO2 plus H2O gives H2SO3, SO3 plus H2O gives H2SO4, N2O3 plus H2O, 2HNO2. N2O5 plus H2O gives 2HNO3. The pH value of acid rain is 5.6 to 3.5. When water vapor condenses or as the rain falls, they dissolve in water to form sulfuric acids and nitric acids. While the air inclines on the pollutants in this way, it also causes precipitation to become acidic, forming acid rain. See how to form acid rain. From industries, it produces oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. SO2 and NOx releases from industries. These gases directly enter into air. This air, when it is enter into air, dry deposition, this SO2 interact with rainwater to form SO2 plus H2O gives H2, SO3, SO3 plus H2O gives H2, SO4. N2O3 plus H2O gives 2HNO2. These acids form in rainwater, wet deposition, rain, snow, sleets, then it is enter into soil. The soil pH, it is decreases from 7 to 5.6, is called acid rain. See the figure. From industries, releases of oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. The sulfur and nitrogen oxides interact with rainwater to form acids H2SO3, H2SO4, HNO2, HNO3. This combined with rainwater to fall down on earth. This one is dry deposition. And wet deposition, this rainwater, snow, sleets and fog, these all are wet deposition. Acid rain. Now, effects of acid rain. Effects of acid rain. Effects on aquatic environment. Species including fish, plant and insects, types in smoke, some lakes, rivers and brooks have been reduced. Effects on aquatic animals. Species including fish, plant and insects, types in some lakes, rivers and brooks have been reduced. Effects on forests. Makes trees vulnerable to diseases, extreme weather, insects. Forest damage due to acid rain is most evident in Eastern Europe, especially Germany, Poland and Switzerland. Effects on plants or forests. Acid rain damages the bark, leaf of trees and root hairs of main plants. Damage the bark, leaves of the trees and roots hairs of main plants. Acid rain decreases leaf pigment like chlorophyll and decreases rate of photosynthesis. Non-woody plants like barley, cotton, apple, pears, etc. are severely affected by acid rains. Acid rain severely Retards the growth of crops such as peas, radish, potato, carrot, etc. It also reduces the fertility of the soil. Effects on soil. Highly impact on soil chemistry and biology. Soil microbes and biological activity as well as soil chemical composition such as soil pH or damage. So, see the figures, the soil in 2008 June fully greenish. Now 2011 the greenish should be decreases due to acid rain. See these both figures. Here also affected soil due to the acid rain. Vegetation cover and plantation leads to stunted growth and even death of some forests and vegetation cover. See this? When acid rain impact the plant, acid rain damage the plants. Solutions to acid rain: reducing acid rains. Understand acid deposition causes and effect. Clean up some smoke, struts and exhausted pipes. Use alternative energy sources. Restore and damage environment. Look to the future. Take action as individuals. Understand acid deposition's causes and effects. Clean up smoke, struts and exhaust pipes. Use alternative energy sources. Restore a damaged environment. Look to the future. Take action as individuals. Understand the depositions. Control methods. Understand acid deposition causes and effects. Clean up smoke, struts and exhausted pipes. Use alternative energy sources. Restore and damage environment. Look to the futures. Take action as individual. Preventive measures. Reduce amount of sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen releases into the atmosphere. Use less energy. Use clean fuel. Remove oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen before releasing. Fuel gas desulfurization, catalytic converts. Prevention methods: reduce amount of sulfur dioxides and oxides of nitrogen released into the atmosphere. Preventive measures reduce amount of sulfur dioxides and oxides of nitrogen released into the atmosphere. Second one, use less energy. Third one, use cleaner fuels. Remove oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen before releasing into the environment. Fourth one, fuel gas desulfurization. Last one, catalytic converters are used in industries, then reduce the oxides of sulfurs, nitrogens and carbons. This one is one of the prevention methods. Preventive measures. Fuel gas desulfurization, FGD. Fuel gas desulfurization removes sulfur dioxide from fuel gas. Consists of wet scrubber and a reaction towards equipment with a fan that extracted hot smoky stack gases from a power plant into the tower. Lime or limestone is slurry from is injected into the tower to mix with the stack gases and react with the sulfur dioxide present. Use other sources of electricity, that is nuclear power energy, hydroelectricity energy, wind energy, geothermal energy and solar energy. This energy releases oxides of sulfur, nitrogens and carbons into the environment. Use the alternate energy sources like hydroelectrical energy, wind energy sources, geothermal energy and solar energy. Finally, issue of cost. These are preventing methods. Those are less uses of oxides of sulfur and nitrogen, fuels, use less energy, use clear fuels, removal of oxides of sulfur and nitrogens, fuel gases desulfurized, and using catalytic converters in industries. Remove sulfur dioxides from fuel gas. Consist of wet scrubbers and reaction towers equipment with the fan that extracted hot smoky stack gases from the power plant into the towers. Lime or limestone in slurry from is injected to the tower to mix with the stock gases and react with the sulfur dioxide present. Uses of alternate energy sources, and finally cost of fuels. The following are the more specific suggestions on what we are individual can do. First one is run the dishwashers only in the fuel load. Run the washing machines with full load. Buy energy efficient appliances. Avoid the issue of air conditioner transportations. Have your vehicles engines tuned at least once every 6 months. Use alternative fuels such as propane or natural gases. Avoid unnecessary transportation. Drive at moderate speed. Take the train or bus on long trip. Go CFC free gases. In transportation, we using heavy vehicles, engine tuned at least once every 6 months. Acid rains can be very dangerous to live organisms as it can be destroyed life. Acid rain severely retard the growth of crops such as radish, potato, carrot, etc. It also reduces the fertility of soils. How to decrease the acid rains in the environment? By human activities and transportation services and produce the electricity generations. These all are main sources of oxides of sulfur, nitrogen and carbons. Have vehicles tuned at least once every 6 months. Use alternate fuels such as propane or natural gas. Avoid unnecessary idling. Drive the moderate speed. Take the train or bus on long trip. Go CFC free gases. Finally, solution of acid rain. Fit scrubber into factory chimneys, which are chemical filter that remove impurities such as sulfur from the smoke. Car can be fitted with special converter which remove dangerous chemicals. Government need to spend more money on pollution control. Some solutions are here given. Fit the scrubbers in factory chimneys, which are chemical filters that remove impurities such as sulfur from smoke. Cars can be fitted with special converter which remove dangerous chemicals. Government need to spend more money on pollution control. These are solutions of acid rain. In factories, we are using scrubbers or catalytic converters by remove sulfur and nitrogen oxides from the industries. Cars can be fitted with specific converters which remove dangerous chemicals into the environment. Finally, government also need to spend more money on pollution control. These are controlling methods of acid rain. Thank you once again.